Hello, friends. A tragic incident plays in America. A man from Indian origin was beheaded by a man from Cuban origin. What happened there? He beheaded his head. You can see in this picture that he is walking on the streets of America with the hand in an hand or with a head. So what are the consequences of this and why this has happened? So there are the lot of coverage about this incident in Indian media. That Houston horror caught on camera. Indian man beheaded in Dallas motel. Motel is similar to hotel in India. Indian origin man from Karnataka beheaded in Dallas motel after workplace. Means this incident was took at his workplace. So what had happened at this point of time? Indian origin man from Karnataka beheaded at Dallas motel. We can see from the next side that where is United States and where is the Cuba and where is, so you can see Houston is here and Dallas is here and the victim was from here and the accused means who beheaded his head are from Cuba. He was the resident from Cuba and he is the immigrant in the United States of America. He had the previous track record of criminals in his past. So we can see here. So who was Chandra Nagamallaiah, who was beheaded by that man, gruesome beheading attack. Wednesday. और ये he was belongs to Andhra Pradesh and he later moved to Bengal 5 years ago. So what had happened in that? He and his family was very shocked by the death and beheaded scene. But means he was killed at that point of time, and so fundraiser was also happened with them. GoFundMe, a Indian fundraiser, also raised $85,000 for their children education and the funeral of that person. And who was the Cobos Martinez? He was the accused. Means he was the sole bearer. He was the sole bearer who sexually assaulted a girl in 2018, and he also assaulted a woman in 2017 in his card in his neck. So what was the thing that is not means he was very heinous person at that point of time and he was deported to his immigration certificate was removed and he was deported to Cuba, but Cuba did not accept that man and he returned that person to America. So in America, he was released from the jail. So now question arises why he was released from the jail when he had the previously very big crime record. So now we are means this arises that US immigration policy in are default. So there is some misfall in US immigration policy. So now we have to see what happened that there September 10, 9:30 a.m. He was beheaded. Means what happened there? He was just doing his work, but what he said that just change the washing machine because it was not working. And so Chandramouli said to the third person, he said that uh, say to this man that washing machine is not working, but he was very disappointed by the remarks by Chandramouli. So what he was very sad that why he did not say directly to me. Matlab, I was the third person. So this intensified fight between these two people. And what happened there? He beheaded his hand in front of his family. That means his wife and his daughter. So what happened there? And grew angry because Nagmalaya was relying the message to the witness, asking to translate what he wanted to tell instead of speaking directly to Cobos Martinez. Uh, he we also said this in the time, so we can directly see that what had happened. Means later he was arrested by the police, but now question arises that how can he do such a crime in front of all the men in the busy lane? Means no one was beheading at this point of time. So reason of the dispute you know very well, and I had already told that in my previous slide. So question arises to the US immigration policy. US immigration policy, that means when he was the criminal, so why he was released from the jail, and that second one is that why he was released and no legal right to reside in the US. Third one is that US immigration policy is the not linking between the police and the IC immigration authorities. Political debate are also there. Republicans said that very lax immigration policy means norms are very simple, but Democrats have said that not every immigrant is a criminal and the strict deportation policy harm the innocent as well. They also said this, but in this case further amplified the debate because the crime was committed in a very gruesome manner. India US angle are also there. So now there are many tweets there. So why Indians are not commenting on this? They are said that Ro Khanna, Puli and Pulaswamy, Puli Patel, they are also there. They haven't tweeted at this uh, site. So Sujan Burnett also said that everyone is talking about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was the right hand of Trump and he was also shot in America. So America condoled his and Donald Trump awarded president medal to him, and this was the mourn in America, and it was the greatest news at that point of time that Charlie Kirk was killed. So now no one is saying anything about this man. So also Consulate General of India Houston condoles the tragic death of Mr. Chandra Nagamallaiah, an Indian national killed brutally at this workplace. We are in touch with the family and we are offering various things to and support to Chandra Nagamallaiah. I am disgusted that no one is talking about this and there was no five time means 5 minute prime time for this news when everyone is talking about Charlie Kirk but no one has talked about this man. Now also said that $1 million assistant to Charlie Kirk, Indian American Patels, but not a single white American said a word for Chandra Nagamallaiah, who was beheaded. And these are also why not fund the page US media slammed for muted coverage for Indian Chandra Nagamallaiah headings. So now attacks on Indians are also previously there. There was a racism in Australia also, and there were various attacks on the Indians previously. You can say that Indians security is on their hand. So you have to keep all the things aside. So now question arises. So what should you do? Means at this point of time when this incident took place, is America and Indian relations will be bitter or should there any change in the immigration policies of America? If you liked our video, then subscribe our video and just comment. Thank you very much.